If someone had told me an ordinary Tuesday night would rearrange my entire life, I would have checked my calendar and laughed. I might look calm now, but in 1980, I was pure fire. And she was the woman who met me, spark for spark. Time has altered our faces, but not our hearts. Our bodies have grown older, yet our memories stayed young side by side. The nights we spent in love still burn quietly inside us, untouched, like a doorway we could step through if the world allowed it. If magic ever let us return to 1980, I know exactly which moment would shine the brightest. My name is Lillian Crest, and I'm 75 years old. The Solterra sun spills through our living room windows, laying gentle light across the hardwood floors. Diana is in the kitchen making tea. I can hear her humming something I've heard 1,000 times. After 45 years together, I know every note of every tune she hums. Today, I finally decided to clean the attic, something I have been putting off for months. The boxes up there hold decades of our life together, and I was not sure I was ready to face all those memories. But this morning felt different, like something was pulling me up those narrow attic stairs. The dust made me cough. Boxes were stacked everywhere. Old furniture covered in white sheets. I moved carefully. My knees are not what they used to be. My skin shows every year I have lived. Fine lines around my eyes, deeper wrinkles around my mouth, age spots on my hands. But I do not mind. These wrinkles came from smiling, from laughing with her, from living a life so full of love. I opened the first box, old tax documents. The second box held Christmas decorations. The third box made me stop breathing, photos, hundreds of them. I sat down on an old trunk, pulled out the first photo. It was us in 1980. God, we were young. I was 30. Diana was 27. We were standing next to my silver Mercedes. Her black hair was wild and free. My light brown hair was styled big and bold like everyone wore it back then. She was wearing tight jeans and a leather jacket. I was in an expensive silk blouse. We were laughing. Her hazel eyes were bright with joy. My arm was around her waist possessively. I traced her face in the photo with my finger. My hands shake now. Not much, but enough to notice. Lillian, where are you? Diana's voice floated up from downstairs. Still beautiful. Still the voice that makes my heart skip. In the attic, I found something. I heard her footsteps on the stairs. She appeared in the doorway. My Diana, her black hair is gray now, but those hazel eyes are exactly the same, still making me feel like the luckiest woman alive. What did you find? Our past. She sat down next to me on the trunk. I leaned my head on her shoulder. She wrapped her arm around me. Tell me the story again, she said softly. Which story? All of it. From the beginning, the night we met, I closed my eyes, let the memories wash over me. Suddenly, I was not 75 anymore. I was 30, driving alone through Aurelia City at night. Sad songs playing on the cassette player. My heart broken from a divorce. It was 1980. I began summer. I was driving my Cadillac. I was crying, feeling sorry for myself. Then, suddenly, there you were running, your hair flying behind you, fear on your face, and I knew my life was about to change. Let me take you back to where it all began. 1980, Aurelia City, the night that changed everything. The cassette player was playing some sad ballad. All the songs sounded the same lately. Depressing, lonely, perfect for how I felt. I had been driving for 2 hours, just circling Aurelia City, watching the neon lights blur past. The city never slept, and neither did I anymore. Not since Andrew left. Not since the divorce papers were signed. My family did not understand. They kept asking why I was so upset. He was boring, they said. You will find someone better, they said. They did not understand that I was not crying over Andrew. I was crying because I finally admitted the truth. I never loved him. Not really. I married him because that was what I was supposed to do. Wealthy family, good breeding, proper society wedding, but I never felt anything. Not the way I was supposed to feel. I thought something was wrong with me. The street was empty. It was. Past midnight, I turned down a side street. Less neon here, more shadows. That was when I saw her. A woman running, sprinting, her black hair flying behind her. She was wearing a short dress that sparkled under the streetlights, high heels. She kept looking back over her shoulder like something was chasing her. My heart jumped. I slowed down, pulled closer. She saw my car and her face changed. Relief, desperation. She ran straight toward me, waving her arms. I stopped, rolled down my window. Please. Her voice was breathless, scared. Please help me. What happened? Are you okay? There's a man. He tried to hurt me. He's coming. Please let me in. I did not hesitate. I unlocked the passenger door. She threw herself inside, slammed the door. Drive, please drive. I hit the gas. My Cadillac roared and we sped down the street. I checked the mirror, saw a man stumbling out from between buildings. Too far to catch us. Thank you. Oh God, thank you. She was breathing hard, shaking. Are you hurt? Did he hurt you? No. I got away. He grabbed me outside the club. I work at a club. I'm a dancer. He was a customer and he followed me and tried to force me into his car. I ran. Her voice was breaking. I wanted to find that man and make him pay. You're safe now. I promise. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't stopped. I glanced at her, really looked at her for the first time. She was beautiful, stunning, breathtaking. Her black hair framed her face perfectly. Her hazel eyes were wide with fear, but I could see fire in them. Her body was lean and toned, the kind that came from dancing. She was wearing a sparkly dress that hugged every curve. Her legs were long and perfect. Something shifted inside me. Something I never felt before, not with Andrew. Not with anyone. Want? Pure undeniable want. Where can I take you home? Just away from here. Anywhere. Okay, anywhere. I kept driving. The neon lights blazed around us. She leaned back, closed her eyes, took deep breaths. The cassette tape flipped over automatically. A new song started, something with a steady beat, less depressing. You were crying, Dinah said softly. Before you saw me, you were crying while you drove. I had forgotten about the tears. I wiped them quickly. Bad night, me, too. More silence. Comfortable somehow, like we had known each other longer than 10 minutes. Can I ask you something? She said. Sure. Why are you out here alone at midnight crying in your car? I should have said something vague, something polite. But her hazel eyes were so open, so honest. I found myself telling the truth. I just got divorced. I thought I would feel relieved, but I just feel empty. Like I wasted 6 years on something that never mattered. Did you love him? The question hit hard. No one had asked me that. Not my family, not my friends. Everyone just assumed. No, I didn't. I thought I should. I tried to, but I never did. Dinah nodded like that made perfect sense. Sometimes we do things because we think we're supposed to, not because we want to. Yes, exactly that. She was quiet for a moment. Then she spoke again. I'm a stripper, she said suddenly. At a club called the Crimson Room. That's where I work. That's how I make money. The man who chased me was a customer who got too handsy. She said it like a challenge, like she expected me to judge her, to look down on her, to tell her to get out of my expensive car. Instead, I said the truth. That must be hard work. Are you safe there? Her face softened like I'd passed some test she did not expect me to pass. Usually tonight was bad luck. Most of the guys are fine. Some are creeps, but security handles them. This one caught me outside. Do you like dancing? I love it. I hate the circumstances, but I love the dancing itself, moving my body, feeling the music. It's the only time I feel free. I understood that more than she knew. I'll drive you home. Where do you live? She gave me an address, a small apartment building on the east side. Not a great neighborhood, but not the worst either. I drove through the quiet streets. The city was calming down now. Even Aurelia had to breathe eventually. When I pulled up to her building, she did not get out right away. She just sat there looking at me. "Can I ask you something else?" She said, "Sure. Can I see you again?" Not like a date or anything, just as friends. You seem like someone I'd like to know. My heart did something strange, flipped over, erased. I should have said no. I should have driven away and forgotten this whole night. Instead, I heard myself say, "Yes, I'd like that." She smiled. It was like the sun coming out. Like every light in Aurelia turned on at once. "Do you have a phone?" "I can give you my number, my home phone." "Yes, let me find some paper." I dug through my glove compartment, found an old receipt and a pen. She took them from me, wrote her number in neat handwriting, handed it back. "Call me anytime. Even if you just want to drive around and not talk, I'm a good passenger." Well, I promise." People say a lot of things, but I think you mean what you say I do. She stepped out of the car and leaned down through the open window. Her face was so close to mine, I could smell her perfume, sweet, floral, unforgettable. "Thank you again, Lillian. You're my hero tonight." "Anyone would have stopped?" I said. "No, they wouldn't, but you did. That says something about you." Then she straightened, gave me one last smile, turned, and walked into her building. I watched until the door closed behind her, making sure she was safely inside. I stayed there for a long time, the receipt with her number crumpled in my hand, my heart hammering, my thoughts spinning. Something had shifted tonight, something I didn't fully understand yet. But I knew with absolute certainty that Diana was going to change my life. I drove home slowly. The sad songs on the cassette didn't sound sad anymore. They sounded like possibility, like hope, like a promise I hadn't known I was waiting for. When I got home, the house was dark. The big, empty house my family had given me as a wedding gift. The house that was meant to be filled with children and laughter and the neatly packaged version of happiness they expected from me. Instead, it was just me, moving through quiet rooms that felt more like a museum than a home. I went to my bedroom and got ready for bed, but sleep wouldn't come. I kept seeing her face, her hazel eyes, her black hair, the way she laughed, the way she said my name. I kept glancing at the receipt on my nightstand, the numbers written in her careful handwriting. Diana, the Crimson Room, a stripper. Someone my family would be horrified by. Someone they'd insist was entirely unsuitable for a crest, but I didn't care what they would say. For the first time in my life, I didn't care about being proper or respectable or doing what I was supposed to do. I wanted to see her again. I wanted to know her. I wanted to understand this feeling unfurling in my chest, like spring flowers breaking through cold ground. I didn't know it yet, but I just met the love of my life. The woman I would spend the next 45 years loving with every part of my soul. It all began that night on a dark Aurelia city street with a woman running, a car stopping, and two hearts that had no idea yet they were meant to beat together. I called her 3 days later. For 72 hours, I stared at that receipt. I picked up the phone, put it down, picked it up again. My family kept asking what was wrong with me. I kept saying nothing, but something was absolutely wrong. Or maybe, for the first time, something was finally right. On the 3rd day, I couldn't stand it anymore. I went to my room, closed the door, picked up the phone, and dialed her number. It rang 4 times. I almost hung up. Then her voice. "Hello? Diana, it's Lillian. From the other night, Lillian." I could hear the smile in her voice. "I was hoping you'd call. I thought maybe you wouldn't." I said I would. People say a lot of things. I mean what I say. There was a pause, then that low, warm laugh that made my stomach flip. "I believe you. So, what are you doing tonight?" "Nothing. Why? Want to go for a drive? I'll buy the coffee." I smiled. First real smile in days. "You don't have to buy anything. I'll pick you up at 8. Perfect. I'll be waiting outside." I hung up, stared at the phone. My heart was racing like I had just run a marathon. What was I doing? Why was I so excited to see someone I barely knew? Why did the thought of driving around with her make me happier than anything had in years? I did not have answers, but I did not need them. I just needed to see her again. I spent the rest of the day getting ready, which was ridiculous. It was not a date. She said it was not a date. We were just friends. Friends who barely knew each other, but I changed clothes 4 times. Finally settled on designer jeans and a silk blouse. Casual but expensive. Very me. I left my light brown hair down. Put on subtle makeup. Sprayed my best perfume. My mother caught me leaving. Where are you going? All dressed up. Just meeting a friend. What friend? Do I know them? Someone new. No one you know. She looked suspicious, but did not push. The Crust family was good at not pushing. We were good at pretending everything was perfect, even when it was falling apart. I drove to Dinah's apartment building. She was waiting outside just like she promised, wearing tight jeans and a leather jacket. Her black hair was loose and wild red lipstick. She looked like trouble. The best kind of trouble. She got in my Mercedes and the whole space seemed to shrink, like there was not enough air for both of us. Nice car. Is this different from the other night? Yes, I have a few cars. This is my Mercedes silver 1979 model. A few cars must be nice. It's just money, said like someone who has a lot of it. She was not wrong. Where do you want to go? I asked. Anywhere. Just drive. That's what you do, right? Drive around at night. How did you know? You said you were driving when you found me. And you looked like someone who does it a lot. Like it's your thing. She was right. Driving was my thing. My escape. My way of feeling something when everything else felt numb. Okay, anywhere it is. I drove us out of the city, away from the neon, and the noise into the desert where the sky opened up and the stars came out. I had a new cassette in the player, something upbeat, rock and roll, the kind of music that made you want to move. Diana rolled down her window, let the wind whip through her hair. She closed her eyes and smiled, pure joy on her face. This is perfect, she said. Just driving, just being free, no one watching, no one judging, just the road and the music and the night. I understood exactly what she meant. We drove for an hour, not talking much, just existing together. The music filled the silence. Every once in a while, she would sing along to a song. Her voice was beautiful, untrained, but natural, like everything about her. Finally, I pulled off onto a side road, parked on a hill overlooking the city. Oh! The lights spread out below us like fallen stars. The real stars above us. The desert quiet except for the wind. Wow, Dinah said. Do you come here a lot? Sometimes when I need to think, what do you think about life choices? Whether I'm living the way I want to or the way everyone expects me to, and which one is it? Until recently, the way everyone expects. She looked at me, really looked at me. What changed recently? I wanted to say you changed everything. But I could not say that. We barely knew each other. It would sound crazy. I got divorced, started questioning things like, what? Like, why I married someone I didn't love. Why I spent 6 years pretending to be happy. Why I keep doing things that make me miserable just because they're appropriate. Dinah nodded slowly. I get that. I dance at a club because I need money, but everyone judges me for it. My family stopped talking to me. Old friends look at me like I'm dirty. But I love dancing. I love the freedom of it. So I keep doing it even though it makes other people uncomfortable. They're wrong to judge you. And people are wrong to make you live a life you don't want. We sat there in comfortable silence. The city lights twinkling below, the stars above, the wind carrying the scent of desert sage. Can I tell you something? Diana said, sure. I'm glad you stopped that night. Not just because you saved me, but because I think I was supposed to meet you. My heart skipped. I think so too. We started meeting regularly after that. 2 or 3 times a week, always at night, always driving. It became our thing. our escape from the world that did not understand us. I would pick her up after her shift at the Crimson Room. She would get in my car smelling like cigarette smoke and perfume. We would drive until the sun came up, talking, laughing, learning each other. I learned she was 27, grew up in a small town in Sundale State, came to Aurelia to dance professionally, but ended up at the strip club because it paid better. She sent money home to her mother who was sick. She had no siblings, no close friends, just her and her dreams and the stage. She learned I was 30, born into the Crest family. Old money, lots of it. I ran part of the family business, but my heart was not in it. I did it because it was expected. I married Andrew because it was expected. I pretended to be happy because it was expected. You're good at pretending, she said one night. Too good. I've been pretending my whole life. What do you really want? Lillian, if you could have anything. I looked at her, sitting in my passenger seat, the street lights casting shadows on her face. To you, but I was not ready. Not yet. I want to feel alive, I said instead. I want to stop living for other people and start living for myself. Then do it. It's not that simple. It is that simple. You're just scared. She was right. I was terrified. We drove to our spot. The hill overlooking the city, parked, got out, sat on the hood of my car looking at the stars. Tell me about your family, Diana said. They're complicated, very proper, very concerned with appearances. My father built the business from what his father left him. My mother runs the social scene. I'm their only child. They had plans for me. Good marriage, children, carrying on the family name. But you got divorced. Yes, they were devastated. Not because I was unhappy, because it looked bad. Do they know you didn't love him? No, I never told them. They wouldn't understand. Diana was quiet for a moment. Then she asked the question I had been avoiding. Do you like men, Lillian? Are you attracted to them? My heart stopped. No one had ever asked me that directly. No, I whispered. I'm not. I never have been. I thought something was wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. How do you know? She turned to look at me, her hazel eyes serious. Because I'm the same. Wait, I'm not attracted to men either. I never have been. The dancing is just work, but in my real life, I like women. The words hung between us. A confession, a truth, a door opening. You're a lesbian, I said softly. Yes. Are you? I'd never said it out loud. Never admitted it to anyone, not even myself, really. Yes, I whispered. I think I am. Diana smiled, reached over, and took my hand. Her skin was warm against mine. It's okay, Lillian. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with us. My family would die if they knew. Then don't tell them. Not yet. Not until you're ready. Are you out? Does your family know? My mother knows. She doesn't like it, but she doesn't hate me. My father died before I figured it out. Everyone else, I don't care what they think. I wish I was that brave. You are brave. You just don't know it yet. We sat there holding hands, looking at the stars. The night was warm, the desert quiet. Everything felt possible. Can I ask you something? I said anything. When did you know about yourself? Diana thought for a moment. I was 16. There was a girl in my dance class. She was beautiful. I couldn't stop looking at her. I thought I just admired her dancing. Then one day she kissed me after practice, and I knew everything made sense. What happened with her? Nothing. She moved away, but I never forgot that kiss. Never forgot how right it felt. Have you been with other women? A few. Nothing serious. What about you? Never. Andrew was my only relationship. And it was terrible. I never understood why everyone made such a big deal about physical intimacy. I thought I was broken. You're not broken. You just hadn't met the right person. She said it casually, but her eyes held mine, and I knew she meant something more. Diana, I started, my voice shaking. Yes, I think about you all the time since the night we met. I can't stop. I've never felt this way about anyone. What way? Like, I want to know everything about you. Like, I want to spend every moment with you. Like, when I'm not with you, I'm just waiting until I can see you again. She squeezed my hand tighter. I feel the same way, Lillian. I've been trying to figure out if you felt it, too, or if I was imagining it. You're not imagining it. So, what do we do about it? I looked at her. This beautiful woman who made me feel alive for the first time in 30 years. This woman who understood me without me having to explain. This woman who made my heart race and my hands shake and my whole world shift. I don't know, I whispered. I've never done this before. Neither have I not like this. Not with someone who matters. You matter to me, Dinah, so much. She moved closer. Our faces inches apart. I could feel her breath on my lips. Can I kiss you? She asked softly. I could not speak, could not breathe, could only nod. She leaned in slowly, giving me time to change my mind. I did not. I wanted this more than I had ever wanted anything. When her lips touched mine, the whole world stopped. Her lips were soft, gentle. She kissed me like I was something precious, something worth savoring, not rushed, not demanding, just perfect. I kissed her back, tentative at first, then more confident. My hand came up to cup her face. Her skin was warm beneath my palm. She made a soft sound, deepened the kiss. Her hand found my waist, pulled me closer. I went willingly, desperately. When we finally broke apart, we were both breathing hard. She rested her forehead against mine. Wow, she whispered. Yeah, wow. Was that your first kiss with a woman? Yes. How did it feel? Like coming home. Like everything finally making sense. Like this is what I've been missing my whole life. She smiled, kissed me again, softer this time, sweeter. I've wanted to do that since the night we met. Me too. I just didn't know it yet. We stayed there on the hood of my car, kissing under. The stars, the city lights below, the desert wind around us. Everything felt right, perfect. Like this was exactly where I was supposed to be. Finally, she pulled back, looked at me seriously. What does this mean, Lillian? For us? I don't know. I just know. I don't want to stop. Me neither. But we have to be careful. Your family, society, it's not safe for us. I know we'll be careful. But I can't go back to pretending now. Not after this. You don't have to pretend with me ever. Promise. I promise. We drove back to her apartment as the sun was starting to rise. The sky turning pink and orange. A new bay, a new beginning. When I dropped her off, she kissed me one more time. When can I see you again? She asked. Tomorrow night. Perfect. She got out, turned back, smiled. That smile that made my heart stop. Good night, Lillian. Or good morning, I guess. Good morning, Diana. I watched her walk inside, then drove. Home. My lips still tingling, my heart still racing. Everything changed, everything new. I had kissed a woman. I had admitted I was a lesbian. I had started something with Diana that I could not define, but desperately wanted. I was terrified, excited, alive. For the first time in 30 years, I was truly alive. When I got home, I went straight to my room, lay in my bed, touched my lips. Where she had kissed me, Diana, the stripper from the Crimson Room, the woman who made me feel everything I had been missing. I was falling in love with her. Maybe I already had, and I had no idea what to do about it except keep seeing her, keep kissing her, keep feeling alive. We became lovers. Citron lovers, hidden from the world, but real to us. She would finish her shift at the Crimson Room. I would pick her up in whatever car I felt like driving that night. We would go to her apartment, small but cozy. She had made it home. The first time I went inside, I was nervous. Shaking, she locked the door behind us, took my hand, led me to her bedroom. Are you sure about this? She asked. Yes, I've never been more sure of anything. She kissed me, soft at first, then deeper. Her hands found the buttons of my silk blouse. Slowly undid them, I helped her. let the expensive fabric fall to the floor. She looked at me, really looked at me like I was beautiful, like I mattered. You're stunning, Lillian. No one had ever said that to me. Not like she meant it. I reached for her leather jacket. She shrugged out of it. I found the hem of her shirt, pulled it over her head. We undressed each other slowly, learning, discovering, no rush. When we were finally skin to skin, she guided me to her bed, lay me down gently, kissed down my neck, my collarbone lower arched into her touch. Everything was new, everything was perfect. Nothing like it had been with Andrew. This was right. This was real. She made love to me with careful attention, learning what I liked, what made me moan, what made me say her name. And when I finally came apart beneath her, I cried from joy, from relief, from finally understanding what I had been missing. After I returned the attention, kissing down her body, she guided me, showed me what she liked. I was a quick learner. When she came, she said my name like a prayer. We lay tangled together, sweaty and satisfied, her head on my chest, my hand in her black hair. I began. I know, I never knew it could be like that. That's because you weren't with the right person. I'm with the right person now. She lifted her head and kissed me softly. Yes, you are. We made love through the night, slow and tender, then fast and desperate every way we could imagine, learning each other's bodies, each other's wants. When the sun finally rose, we were exhausted, happy, changed. I have to go, I said reluctantly. My family will wonder where I am. Tell them you were with a friend. They'll ask questions. Let them ask. You don't owe them explanations. But I did. Or at least I believed I did. The Crest family demanded answers. They demanded control. I got dressed. She walked me to the door and kissed me goodbye. Same time tomorrow? She asked. Yes, always. Yes. We slipped into a rhythm. By day, I was Lillian Crest. Proper, appropriate, running the family business, attending society events, pretending everything in my life was exactly as it should be. By night, I was simply myself with Dinah driving, talking, making love, actually living. My family noticed I was lighter, happier, but they never asked why. They assumed I was recovering from the divorce, moving on. They were relieved. If only they knew. Diana and I were careful. We never showed affection in public, never held hands where anyone might see. To the world, we were just friends. That was the story. But in private, we were everything lovers, partners, soulmates. One night, I picked her up in my new car. A white Lincoln Continental, fresh off the line, 1980 model, leather seats, cassette player with the finest sound system money could buy. Another new car? Dinah laughed. I like cars. You like showing off. Maybe, is it working? Always. We drove out to the desert, our spot, the place where we'd shared our first kiss. This time, we brought champagne, the expensive kind. I popped the cork and poured us 2 glasses. What are we celebrating? Dinah asked. Us. Being together. Being happy. I'll drink to that. We clinked our glasses and drank. The champagne was cold and perfect. We sat on the hood of my Lincoln, looking up at the stars. Tell me something, Diana said. If you could have anything in the world, what would it be? Besides you? She laughed. Besides me. I really thought about it. Freedom, I said at last. To live openly. To not hide. To just be myself without fear. Someday we'll have that. You think so? I have to believe so. Otherwise, what's the point? She was right. We needed to believe in a future where we could stand in the light together, where loving each other wasn't a secret. What would you want? I asked her. A house somewhere quiet, she said softly, with a garden, and a dance studio. And you, that's all I need. I'll buy you that house. Lillian, I'm serious. I'm too. I have money. Lots of it. Let me use it for something that matters. You don't have to buy me things. I know, but I want to. I want to give you everything. She set down her champagne, climbed into my lap, straddled me, kissed me deeply. You already give me everything. She whispered against my lips. You give me love, you give me freedom, you give me life. I kissed her back desperately. My hands found her waist, pulled her closer. We made love right there on the hood of my Lincoln under the stars. The desert quiet around us, just us and the night. Diana invited me to her apartment for dinner. She wanted to cook for me, take care of me. I arrived with more champagne and flowers, roses, red and expensive. You didn't have to, she said. I wanted to. Her apartment smelled amazing. She had made pasta. Simple but perfect. We ate at her small table, talked about our days, about her dancing, about my work, about everything and nothing. After dinner, she cleared the dishes, put on music. Something slow and romantic, turned off the lights, lit candles. The room glowed soft and warm. She came back to me, held out her hand. Dance with me, I don't know how, I'll teach you. I took her hand, let her pull me close. She put my arms around her waist, her arms around my neck. We swayed to the music. See, you're a natural. I have a good teacher. We danced slowly, her head on my shoulder, my hand in her hair, the candlelight flickering around us, the music soft and perfect. This is nice, I whispered. Just nice, perfect. This is perfect. She lifted her head, kissed me soft and sweet. Her tongue traced my lower lip. I opened for her. The kiss deepened. We kept dancing, kept kissing. Our bodies moving together. The music wrapped around us like a blanket. Dinah pulled back slightly, looked into my eyes. I need to tell you something. What? Every dance I do, every move I make on that stage, I dedicate it to you now. You're the reason I keep going. My throat tightened. Diana, I mean it. When I'm dancing, I think about you, about us, about this. It makes everything worth it. I kissed her deeply, pouring everything I felt into it. All the love, all the gratitude, all the joy. She started unbuttoning my blouse slowly between kisses. I did the same with her shirt. We undressed each other while still swaying to the music. The candlelight made shadows on her skin. She was so beautiful it hurt. Every curve, every line, every inch of her. We made love on her living room floor. The candles surrounding us, the music playing softly, taking our time, savoring each touch, each kiss, each moment. When we finished, we lay tangled together, the candles burning low, her fingers tracing patterns on my skin. I love you, she whispered. It was the first time either of us had said it. My heart stopped, then started again, faster, harder. I love you too, God. Diana, I love you so much. She smiled, kissed me softly. Say it again. I love you again. I love you. I love you. I love you. We fell asleep right there on her floor, wrapped in each other, the candles burning out one by one. The music long finished, just us and our love in the night. I found it by accident. An abandoned area outside Aurelia, empty, quiet, nothing. But desert and sky, no buildings, no lights, no people, just space. I took Dinah there one night, drove my Cadillac down the dirt road, parked in the middle of nowhere. Where are we? She asked. Our place. Somewhere no one can see us. Somewhere we can be ourselves. She looked around at the empty desert, the star-filled sky, the complete silence. It's perfect. We got out. I spread a blanket on the hood of my car. We lay down together looking up at the stars, millions of them, more than you could ever see. In the city, I've never seen so many stars, Dinah whispered. Me neither. She turned to face me, her hazel eyes reflecting starlight. Make love to me here under the stars, where no one can judge us, where it's just us and the universe. I did not need to be asked twice. I kissed her deep and slow. My hands found her body, started undressing her. She undressed me, the desert air warm on our skin. I explored her body with my hands, my mouth. learning her all over again. She arched into my touch, moaned my name into the quiet night. I kissed on her body, between her breast, down her stomach. Her hands gripped my hair. I took my time learning what she liked, what made her moan louder, what made her say my name. When she finally came apart, she cried out, the sound echoing across the empty desert. Then she pulled me up, kissed me deeply, tasting herself on my lips. She rolled us over, took control, made love to me under the stars, her mouth and hands everywhere, driving me wild. When I came, I looked up at the stars, at the infinite universe above us, and I felt small and huge at the same time. Small in the vastness, huge with love. We lay there after, satisfied, the stars watching over us, the desert silent. This is my favorite memory, Diana said. Right here, right now, with you, mine too. Promise me we'll come back here always. No matter what happens, I promise. We stayed until dawn, making love, talking, watching the stars fade as the sun rose. It was the most perfect night of my life. We lived wildly that summer, recklessly, passionately, like we knew time was precious and we had to grab every moment. I bought a new car every few weeks. Mercedes, Cadillac, Lincoln, Corvette, each one more beautiful than the last. Dinah laughed at me, but she loved it. Loved the drives, loved the luxury, loved feeling special. We would speed down empty highways with music blasting. She would hang her head out the window, hair flying, laughing, free. Sometimes we would dance in the car. While I drove, she would move to the music, her body fluid and perfect. I would watch her instead of the road. Dangerous, but worth it. Eyes on the road, Lillian. She would laugh. I'd rather look at you. You'll get us killed. What a way to go. We drank champagne like water. Expensive bottles, the kind my family kept. In their cellar for special occasions. Every night with Diana was a special occasion. We would get a little drunk, a lot happy, dance in her apartment, make love until we could not move, wake up tangled together, do it all again. One night, I picked her up in my new Corvette. Red, fast, powerful. She whistled when she saw it. You're spoiling me. Good. You deserve to be spoiled. Where are we going? Everywhere. Nowhere does it matter. Not even a little bit. We drove for hours through the city, through the desert, up into the mountains. The Corvette hugged the curves perfectly. The engine roared. Dinah sang along to the cassette. Some rock song I did not know. Her voice was beautiful, untrained but natural. I could listen to her sing forever. You should sing professionally, I said. I dance professionally. You know what I mean? Real performing, not the club. Maybe someday when we have that house you. Promise me with the dance studio I'll perform just for you. I'll be your only audience. You're the only one that matters. We stopped at our abandoned place, made love under the stars again. It never got old. Every time felt like the first time. New and perfect and right. After we lay wrapped in the blanket, looking up at the universe, do you think the stars watch us? Dinah asked. Probably. Do you think they judge us? No, I think they're jealous, she laughed. Jealous of what? Of our love, it's bigger than stars, brighter than anything up there. You're so romantic when you're with me. Do you know that? Only with you, you bring it out. Dinah started dedicating every dance to me, not just in her mind. She told me about them, described every move, every song, every moment on stage. Tonight I danced to a slow song, she said. One night in my car, I pretended you were watching. Only you, I moved for you. Every sway, every turn. Imagining your eyes on me, I wish I could watch you dance. You can't come to the club. It's not safe. Then dance for me here now. Private show. She smiled. I thought you'd never ask. We were parked at our spot, the desert empty around us. She got out of the car. I turned up the music, something slow and sensual. Diana started dancing in the headlights of my car, her body moving like water, like silk, like everything beautiful in the world. She swayed her hips, ran her hands down her body, looked at me with those hazel eyes that saw straight through me. Every move was for me, only me. I watched, mesmerized, captivated, completely in love. She peeled off her jacket slowly, teasingly, then her shirt, her jeans, until she was dancing in just her underwear, the desert wind on her skin, the stars above, the music wrapping around her. I got out of the car and walked to her. She pulled me close and moved her body against mine. We danced together. She was wearing almost nothing, and I was fully clothed. We did not care. We were just feeling. "You're so beautiful," I whispered. "You make me feel beautiful. You are inside and out. Everything about you is perfect." She kissed me deep and passionate. We made love right there, standing up against my car, fast and desperate, both of us needing each other now. After she got dressed, we sat on the hood sharing a bottle of champagne. "Every dance is for you," she said again. "Every single one. Even when I'm on that stage with men watching, in my mind, I'm dancing for you. Only you, forever you. I don't deserve you. Yes, you do. You saved me, Lillian. That night on the street, you saved my life. And then you gave me a reason to live it." I held her close. My heart's so full it hurt. "I love you, Diana, more than anything. In this world. More than my family, more than money, more than my own life. You are everything, and you are my everything. My savior, my lover, my home." We stayed there until the sun came up, drinking champagne, dancing, making love, living wildly and freely like we would never run out of time. But time was not on our side. Society was not on our side, and eventually the pressure started building. People started noticing us together, started asking questions. Why was Lillian Crest spending so much time with that stripper from the Crimson Room? What were they doing together? Why were they always alone? My family started getting suspicious. My mother cornered me one day. "Lillian Crest, we need to talk about this friend of yours, Diana." "Yes, her people are talking." "Let them talk. You don't understand. The Crest name means something. We have a reputation to uphold. You can't be seen with someone like her. Someone like her. What does that mean?" "You know what it means? She's a stripper. She's not appropriate. Company for you, she's my friend. And she's a better person than half the people at your society functions." "That's not the point." "Then what is the point, Mother?" She looked at me carefully, like she was finally seeing something she'd been refusing to acknowledge. "Are you in love with her, Lillian Crest?" My blood went cold. "What?" "It's a simple question. Are you in love with that woman?" I should have lied. I should have laughed it off. But I was so tired of hiding, tired of pretending. "Yes, I am." My mother's face went pale, then flushed red, then drained again. "That's not possible. You were married to a man. I never loved him." "I love her. I've always liked women, Mother. I just never admitted it until Diana. This is unacceptable. You cannot be one of those people. The Crest family does not have lesbians." The word sounded filthy in her mouth, like something shameful. "Well, you do now. Because I'm a lesbian and I love Diana, and I'm not giving her up. Your father will hear about this." "Tell him. I don't care anymore." I walked out, got into my car, and drove straight to Diana's apartment. She opened the door, took one look at my face. "What happened?" "My mother knows about us." "About me?" Her voice tightened. "Oh, God, what did she say?" "That it's unacceptable. That I'm not allowed to see you. That the Crest family doesn't have lesbians." Dinah pulled me inside and wrapped her arms around me while I cried angry tears. Frustrated tears, tears of relief at finally speaking the truth. "What do you want to do?" she asked softly. "I want to be with you. I don't care what they think. They could cut you off. Disown you. Let them. I don't need their money. I have my own. I'll be fine. Are you sure?" I pulled back and looked into her hazel eyes. "I've never been more sure. I choose you, Diana, over everything, over everyone. I choose us." She kissed me, deep and grateful and full of love. Then we'll face it together. My father called me to his office at the Crust Family Company headquarters. Big glass building, top floor, corner office with a sweeping view of the city. I went. Diana wanted to come, but I told her no. This was something I had to do alone. My father sat behind his enormous desk, every inch the powerful businessman gray hair, expensive suit, cold eyes. Sit down, Lily and Crust. I sat. Your mother tells me you have a problem. I don't have a problem. I have a girlfriend. That is the problem. Why? Because she's a woman? Because it's inappropriate, unnatural, wrong? It is wrong. It's disgusting. It's an embarrassment. It's not wrong. It's the most right thing I've ever felt. You're confused. The divorce has affected you. You'll get over this phase. It's not a phase, Dad. I'm a lesbian. I always have been. I just finally accepted it. His face went even harder. I will not have a homosexual daughter. It is an embarrassment to the family. Then I guess you don't have a daughter anymore? Don't be dramatic. I'm not. You're choosing your reputation over me. Over my happiness. If you can't accept who I am, then we have nothing to talk about. If you continue this relationship, I will cut you off. No money, no position in the company. Nothing. I stood up, looked him in the eyes. Fine, I don't need your money. I have my own savings. I have skills. I'll be fine. But I won't be fine without Diana. So choose what matters to you, your reputation, or your daughter. I walked out before he could respond. My hands were shaking, my heart pounding, but I felt free. Finally free. I drove to Diana, told her everything. Are you okay? She asked. I'm perfect. For the first time in my life, I'm perfect. You just lost your family. No, I just found my real family. You're my family now, she cried. Happy tears, grateful tears, tears of love. I'll take care of you, she said. However I can, we'll make it work. I know we will. Together, we can do anything. We made love that night with a new intensity, a new freedom. No more hiding, no more shame, just us and our love and our future. My father never cut me off. He threatened but never followed through. Maybe he cannot bring himself to do it. Maybe my mother stopped him. I never knew. I never asked. But I stopped working for the family business. Stopped attending society functions. Stopped pretending to be someone I was not. I bought us a house, not the one Dinah dreamed of, not yet, but a nice apartment bigger than hers. Room for both of us, a place that was ours. We moved in together, let them judge. We did not care anymore. Dinah kept dancing at the club, saving money, dreaming of her dance studio. I started investing, using my business knowledge to build my own fortune. Independent from my family, we made it work together. We still drove at night, still went to our abandoned place, still made love under the stars. But now we had a home to come back to, a life we were building together. One night we were lying in our bed, our apartment, our space. Are you happy? Dinah asked. Happier than I've ever been. Are you so happy I could burst? Good, because I plan to keep you happy for the rest of our lives. That's a long time. Not long enough. I want forever with you, Diana. Every day, every night, every moment. You have it. You have me forever. We made love slowly, tenderly, like we had all the time in the world, and we did. We had forever. The summer of 1980 was the summer we fell in love. The summer we chose each other, the summer we started building our forever. We did not know then that we would make it. That 45 years later, we would still be together, still in love, still choosing each other every single day. But looking back now, I can see it. We were meant to be from that first night on the Aurelia City Street, from that first drive, from that first kiss under the stars. We were meant to find each other, to save each other, to love each other forever. And we did. I finished remembering. Opened my eyes. I was still in the attic, still holding the old photo, still 75 years old. but my heart felt 30 again. I love that story, she said softly. Me, too. Even though I lived it, especially because you lived it. We lived it together. I looked at her, really looked at her. The gray hair, the wrinkles, the age spots. She was 72 now, not the 27-year-old I met on that Aurelia City street, but she was still the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. Do you have any regrets? I asked. Not a single one, do you? You. Only that we can't do the wild things anymore. The long drives, the dancing, the making love under the stars, she smiled. We can still make love, not like we used to. No, but maybe better. Because now it's 45 years of love, of knowing each other, of choosing each other every day. She was right as always. We sat there surrounded by boxes of memories, photos, letters, receipts from old restaurants, ticket stubs from trips, cassette, tapes with the songs we used to listen to. Remember when you bought a new car every month? Dinah laughed. I was showing off. It worked. Remember when you danced for me in the desert? How could I forget? That was one of the best nights. All our nights were the best nights. They still are. Last night was pretty great. I laughed. She was not wrong. Last night, we had made love slowly, carefully. Our old bodies not as strong as they used to be, but our love just as powerful. Come on, Dinah said. Let's go downstairs. I'll make us tea. We can look through these photos properly. Okay, we walked down the stairs together, slowly, carefully, holding each other the way we always had. In the living room, Dinah made tea. I spread the photos on the coffee table. So many memories, so many moments, so many years. She brought the tea, sat next to me. We went through them one by one, laughing, crying, remembering God. We were brave or stupid brave. Definitely brave, but it was ours. That's all that mattered. We've had a good life, I said. The best life. Do you think we'd do anything differently? If we could go back? Dinah thought about it. Really thought no. Every choice led us here to this moment, to 45 years of love. I wouldn't change a thing. We spent the rest of the day with our memories, laughing, crying, holding each other, grateful for every moment we had shared. As evening came, we put the photos away. Dinah made dinner, something simple. We ate together, talked about nothing and everything. After dinner, we moved to the couch. I put on an old movie, something romantic, black and white, the kind we both loved. Dinah curled up next to me, her head on my shoulder, my arm around her, the way we always sat. Lillian, she said softly, yes. Thank you for what? For stopping. That night, for saving me, for loving me, for giving me this life. My throat tightened. You saved me too. You gave me life. Real life. You taught me how to be myself, how to be free. It's how to love. We saved each other. Yes, we did. We watched the movie, but I was not really watching. I was thinking about our life. About the 30-year-old who got divorced and thought her life was over. About the 2 7-year-old running down Aurelia City Street. About 2 women who found each other against all odds. We had faced so much. Society's judgment, family rejection, discrimination, fear. But we had faced it together, and we had won. We built a life, a love, a forever. We could not do the wild things anymore. Could not drive for hours, could not dance until dawn. Could not make love with the intensity we once had. But we did not need those things. We had something better. We had 45 years of memories of choosing each other, of building a life together. We had quiet mornings over coffee, slow walks on the beach, movie nights on the couch, gentle love making in our bed, comfortable silence, easy laughter, deep understanding. We had everything that mattered. The movie ended. Dinah was almost asleep. I kissed the top of her head. I love you, I whispered. She stirred, smiled without opening her eyes. I love you too, forever and always, forever and always. We stayed there on the couch. 2 old women who had loved each other for 45 years, who had been young and wild and brave, who had faced the world together, who had built something beautiful. I thought about that night in 1980, the night that changed everything. The night I stopped for a woman running down the street. The night I met the love of my life. If I could go back, I would do it all again. Every moment, every choice, every kiss, every drive, every dance, every fight, all of it. Because it led me here to this couch, to this woman, to this life. We had it all. And we still had each other. That was everything. Dinah's breathing evened. Out. She was asleep. I held her close, watched her peaceful face, still beautiful after all these years. Outside, the Solterra sun was setting, painting the sky orange and pink, like the desert sunrises we used to watch, like the neon lights of Aurelia, like everything beautiful we had ever seen. I closed my eyes, held my love, and felt grateful. Grateful for stopping that night. Grateful for being brave. Grateful for choosing love over fear. Grateful for 45 years of forever. We were Lillian and Diana, two women who loved each other when the world said they should not. Two hearts beating in the same rhythm. Two souls that found each other and never let go. As I drifted to sleep with her in my arms, I realized how often the best things in life grow out of the most unexpected moments. How love can take root in the darkest places. How two people who seem to have nothing in common can become each other's entire world. We had our wild youth, our fierce romance, our reckless courage, our unforgettable memories. And now we had our quiet twilight, our gentle love, our thankful hearts, our forever. That was enough. That was everything. Don't ever believe you're too late or too old. Love doesn't live by a clock. It lives by courage. The golden era of your life isn't a calendar year. It's any moment you let yourself feel truly alive. Your body will age, but the moments you lived with your whole heart will stay young forever. Love has no age limit. Age is only a number. One day, all of us will leave this world. But what will remain in the hearts of those we love are the beautiful memories we shared with them. So be someone who is loved. Fill your days with moments worth remembering. Even when you're gone, those memories will stay timeless, living on as the most beautiful reminders that you were here and that you loved.